In this video, I am going to give you 10 powerful tips to help you pass your interview. If you follow these 10 tips, I am confident you will receive a job offer. So if you are applying for any job role with any company, make sure you stay tuned and write down these essential tips. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you, and I mean thousands of you, are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button because that motivates me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to tell me the name of the job you are being interviewed for in the comment section below the video, and I will give you some extra tips to help you pass. Okay, let's start working through my top 10 powerful tips to help you pass your interview. Tip number 1 for passing your job interview is a very important one, and that is to make sure you research the company you are applying to work at before your interview. If you carry out a little bit of research, the hiring manager will be definitely more likely to offer you the job. So before your interview, do the following things. Have a look at the company's website About Us page. Find out what the company actually does and a little bit about their history. You should also have a look and see if the company has a mission statement. If it does have a company mission, make sure you learn it. You should also understand the company's values, because when the hiring manager says to you, "Why do you want to work for this company?" you can say, "I want to work for your company because I am impressed with your company mission and your values align with mine." And you should also make sure you follow the company on social media. That is important because you will then be aware of their latest news stories. And finally, have a look at the company's products or services to see what they actually sell to their clients or customers. Doing all of this research before your interview will make a massive difference to the outcome. Tip number 2 for passing your job interview is to make sure you understand the job role. When you understand the job role, and I will explain how to do that in a second, it will significantly increase your chances of success. So to make sure you understand the job role, you can do 2 easy and simple things before your interview. Number 1 is to make sure you read the job description. Now, the job description comes with the job advert, and the job description will list the essential criteria needed to perform the duties competently and professionally. And once you have read the job description, I recommend you highlight the strengths that are needed in the position. This is a great way to increase your chances of success. Then, when the hiring manager asks you the question, "What are your greatest strengths?" make sure you align your strengths with those listed on the job description. That is a great way to pass a job interview. Job interview tip number 3 is one that I talk about a lot on this channel, but not many people follow my advice, and that is to make sure you dress professionally for your interview. This is so important if you want to pass your interview and get that all-important job offer. Now, when you dress professionally, it tells the hiring manager 2 things. Number 1, that you have high standards. And that's important. And number two, it also tells the hiring manager that you genuinely care about making a positive first impression. But what color suit or color outfit should you wear? I recommend you wear the color blue, and there's a very good reason for that. The color blue represents trust. So if you want to increase your chances of success at your job interview, make sure you dress professionally and consider wearing a blue outfit. Tip number 4 is to make sure you arrive on time. Now, you might say to me, but that's obvious. But you would be surprised at how many people are late for their interview. I recommend you arrive 10 minutes before the interview scheduled start time. You are going to be assessed on punctuality at your job interview. And if you can't arrive on time, it tells the hiring manager you are not a trustworthy or reliable person. So I recommend you arrive 10 minutes early. Either sit in your car in the car park, or better still, sit in the reception area of the company's headquarters and read the job description. Also, make sure you are polite and respectful to the receptionist or anyone else you come into contact with. And also, make sure the night before your interview, you plan your route accordingly. Go onto Google Maps and find out how long it is going to take to get to the interview venue. And finally, make sure you have the contact details of either the hiring manager or the main point of contact at the company, just in case you need to contact them in case of emergencies. Tip number 5 for passing your interview with ease is to think about, before your job interview, non-verbal communication. This is how you come across to the hiring manager when you first meet them, and also when you are sitting down in the chair responding to the questions. It's not what you say, but it's how you present yourself. So I recommend you avoid crossing your arms, and also avoid being distracted. What do I mean by that? Well, do not look out of the window or away from the interview panel. Look the hiring manager in the eyes when you are answering their questions. Make sure you sit upright in the chair. That is very important. Don't slouch. Sit upright in the chair. Rest the palms of your hands on top of your knees. Make sure you smile and always be positive throughout your interview. And make sure you slow down the pace of your communication. That will help you come across as a confident English communicator. So, tip number 5 is to practice good non-verbal communication. Tip number 6 for passing your job interview with ease is to make sure you practice common interview questions. Not many candidates do this, but it will absolutely put you ahead of the competition at your job interview. Now, there are a number of questions that come up during all job interviews. In a second, I will tell you what they are. When you practice common questions, it helps create a good first impression. It tells the hiring manager you are organized. If you prepare your answers, then that shows the hiring manager you are an organized person, and that's important. So it shows good first impressions. It also shows, and this is important, good communication skills. If you don't practice your answers, and you are sitting there mumbling through your responses, it shows a lack of communication skills. So make sure you practice your answers. You can do this in two ways. Number one, you can ask a friend or a relative to sit down in front of you and ask you the questions I am about to give you. Or, if you don't have any friends, you could sit down in front of a mirror and practice giving your answers. But which questions should you practice? Let me tell you what they are. Write these down. Question number one, tell me about yourself. When you answer that question, talk about four things: the skills you have that match the job description, your education background and experience, any accomplishments you have achieved in life, and the type of person you are and what you will do for their company. Those four things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T. You can remember that structure because you will be sitting down on a seat at your interview. Question number two, why do you want this job? Say you are passionate about this industry. Question number three, what are your strengths? Don't forget to match your strengths to those listed on the job description. Question number four, what is your biggest weakness? Don't say, I don't have any weaknesses. A great weakness is to say you find it difficult to say no to people. And question number five, why should we hire you? Make sure you give at least 3 reasons why they should choose you over the other candidates. If you want great answers to all of these and more difficult interview questions, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video at any point. Tip number 7 for passing your job interview is one of my most favorite, and that is to take with you to your interview a 30, 60, and 90-day plan. This should be a printed document that details what you will do in the first 90 days of starting work for the company in your job role. A 30, 60, and 90-day plan tells the hiring manager how you are going to add value to the company in your work. It's a fantastic document. You pre-prepare it before your interview and you hand it to the hiring manager at the end of the interview, or when you are answering the question, why should we hire you? So you can say, you should hire me because I am a brilliant match for the job description. You should also hire me because I am a fast worker who will get more work completed than the average person. And you should also hire me because I have created a 30, 60, and 90-day plan that tells you exactly what I will do in this role if you offer me the job, and I would like to give you a copy. If you want to download my ready-made 30, 60, and 90-day plans for job interviews, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Tip number 8 for passing your job interview is one that is often overlooked, and that is, don't be negative in any way at your interview. If you are negative, you won't get offered the job. So when they ask you the difficult question, why do you want to leave your current job, or why did you leave your previous job, don't be negative about your employer. Don't say, I want to leave my job because there's a toxic work environment. Don't say that. Also, do not be disrespectful about any co-workers or bosses. Again, if you are, the hiring manager will probably think it's you who has the problem. Now, when you answer that question, why do you want to leave your current job? Simply say you want to leave because you are seeking, this is a great thing to say, a fresh challenge with an exciting and forward-thinking company like theirs. Tip number 9 for passing your job interview is to make sure you ask smart questions at the end. Now, the hiring manager is going to say to you at the end of the interview, okay, that's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for us? The majority of people reply by saying, no, I don't have any questions because you covered everything in the interview. That is a missed opportunity. I recommend you ask 2 questions. And in a second, I will tell you which 2 questions I strongly recommend you ask. But make sure you avoid asking questions about salary or benefits, because if you ask questions about salary or benefits, it simply tells the hiring manager you are more interested in what you can get from the job than what you can offer them. So here are those 2 brilliant questions I recommend you ask at the end of your interview. Write these down. Question number 1 to ask is, can you tell me more about the team I would be a part of in this role? That is a smart question to ask because it tells the hiring manager you understand the importance of collaborative teamwork. And the second question to ask is, what advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in their work for your company? That is another smart question to ask because it tells the hiring manager you are the type of person who is open to feedback and guidance. Job interview tip number 10 is a really simple one, but it is highly effective. And that is to make sure you send a follow-up email after your interview. This is super smart. Now, a follow-up email should be sent to the hiring manager within 24 hours of your job interview finishing. In the email, you are going to say thank you for having the opportunity to interview for the position. Now, when you send a smart follow-up thank you email, and I will give you the exact email to send in a second, it does one thing. It puts you at the front of the hiring manager's mind when they are deciding which candidate it is they want to offer the job to. So here is my exact email script for you to write down, and you can then send it within 24 hours of your interview finishing. Here we go. Job interview thank you follow-up email. Dear sir or madam, thank you for the opportunity today to interview for the position of, and then insert the name of the job you have applied for. I enjoyed learning more about your company, and the process made me more excited to work for you. If you need any further information from me to help you make a decision, please get in touch. And then sign off with your name and your telephone contact number. That is a brilliant follow-up email to send after your interview. Okay, now in the next section of this training video, I'm going to tell you how you can instantly download my brilliant job interview preparation pack that contains a multitude of fantastic resources that are going to help you beat the competition at every job interview you ever attend. Please make sure you watch this and then download the pack. Here we go. The next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is download my ultimate job interview preparation pack. You can have this pack in your inbox within 2 minutes from now by clicking that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and here's what you get when you download my job interview preparation pack. You will get my salary negotiation script. I will teach you how to answer the difficult interview question, what are your salary expectations, so you get the highest salary possible. You will get my 17 best questions to ask in a job interview. I recommend you choose 3 questions from the list of 17 to ask at the end of your job interview. You will get my body language techniques training. I will teach you how to create a brilliant impression throughout your interview. You will also get my 30, 60 and 90-day plans for job interviews, my top 25 best words to say in an interview, and my job interview closing statement. I will teach you how to close your interview professionally. And as if that wasn't enough, you will also get my ready-made CV and resume templates, plus 50 brilliant answers to difficult interview questions. If you want all of this right now, click that link. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please give the video a like and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching and for supporting my YouTube channel. I wish you all the very best for passing your job interview. Have a great day.